there are two key risk factors facing the market longer term. The first is inflation. Inflation rates have come back down from their peak in 2022, but they remain above pre-pandemic levels. In some ways, this is reminiscent of the late 1960s and early 1970s.
All Americans have a stake in winning the fight against inflation.
We had a surge in inflation. Inflation came down in 1970 and 71, but not all the way back down.
We cannot accept high rates of inflation as a permanent fact of American life.
But was then followed by subsequent waves of inflation later in the 1970s. So one question is, do we see continued waves of inflation later this decade? If so, that could be very destabilizing for bond, equity, and currency markets. The other nearer-term question is a question of what happens to the labor market as a result of all of the policy tightening in the US and elsewhere. Does it produce an economic downturn and significantly higher unemployment? If so, that could leave the Fed and other central banks to reduce interest rates far further than what markets currently forecast.